What's up, guys? Welcome to the video. Welcome to a different angle of Spin Master Monster Jam. So, we'll go ahead and start with Gears Blue Thunder. Now this thing. Golden chassis and wheels with white roll cage and tires with golden beacon to printing with gear monster treads. Moving on to Ice Grave Digger. Now this thing. Blue chassis and wheels with white roll cage with clear blue tires with white beacon to printing with ice monster treads. Moving on to Zombie Megalodon. Now this thing. Black chassis with red roll cage with green wheels, black beacon to printing with zombie glitter treads. Moving on to Galaxy's Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Now this thing. Cyan chassis, beacon to printing and beadlocks with black roll cage and tires with Galaxy glitter treads. Moving on to Fire Son of a Digger. Now this thing. Orange chassis and wheels and beacon to printing with yellow roll cage, orange wheels with fire monster treads. Moving on to Hunter Max D. Now this thing. Gray chassis with brown roll cage with mahogany wheels and chrome beacon to printing with Hunter glitter treads. Moving on to Gear Zombie. Everything looks the same as Blue Thunder. Moving on to Ice Dragon. Everything looks the same as the Grave Digger. Moving on to Zombie El Toro Loco. Now this thing. Black chassis with yellow roll cage, red wheels with black beacon to printing with zombie glitter treads. Moving on to Galaxy's Bakugan Dragonoid. Everything looks the same as the Dalmatian. Moving on to Fire Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. Everything looks the same as Son of a Digger. Moving on to Hunter Earthshaker. Now this thing. Gray chassis with black roll cage, mahogany wheels, and chrome beacon to printing with Hunter glitter treads. Moving on to the Neo Galaxy Gravedigger. Now this thing. White chassis with purple roll cage with pink wheels, teal tires, and white beacon to printing. Moving on to the Nitro Gravedigger. Now this thing. Pink chassis with black roll cage with purple beacon to printing and bead locks with black wheels, black tires. Moving on to Beakety Customs Gravedigger. Now this thing. Silver chassis and wheels with green roll cage with and green roll cage and bead locks beacon to put the tires. Moving on to Beakety Customs Gravedigger Orange. Now this thing. Silver chassis with orange roll cage and wheels beacon to put the tires. Moving on to Beakety Customs Gravedigger Red. Now this thing. Silver chassis with red roll cage and wheels beacon to put the tires. Moving on to Beakety Customs Gravedigger Purple. Now this thing. Black chassis with purple roll cage, blue wheels beacon to put the tires. Moving on to Beakety Customs Gravedigger the Legend. Now this thing. Black chassis with yellow roll cage with silver wheels beacon to put the tires. Moving on to Beakety Customs Son of a Digger. Now this thing. Silver chassis and wheels with blue roll cage, purple bead locks beacon to put the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs, the 30th anniversary Gravedigger. Now this thing chrome chassis with green roll cage with farm green wheels, BKT put the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs, the 40th anniversary Gravedigger. Now this thing chrome chassis with black roll cage tail wheels, BKT put the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Now this thing red chassis with white roll cage and wheels, BKT put the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs, Monster Mutt Golden Retriever. Now this thing golden chassis and wheels with brown roll cage, BKT put the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs, Bad News Travels Fast. Now this thing orange chassis and B-Lux with black roll cage with silver wheels, BKT put the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs, Aftershock. Now this thing yellow chassis and wheels with blue roll cage, got BKT put the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs, Iron Outlaw. Now this thing red chassis and wheels with silver roll cage, BKT put the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs, Kraken. Now this thing bronze chassis with dirt brown roll cage, pink wheels, BKT put the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs, Avenger. Now this thing silver chassis with lime green roll cage and wheels, BKT put the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs, El Toro Loco. Now this thing black chassis with silver roll cage, orange wheels, BKT put the tires. Moving on to Biggity Customs Velociraptor. Now this thing silver chassis with mahogany roll cage, black wheels, Biggity printed tires. Moving on to Biggity Customs Jurassic Attack. Now this thing silver chassis with purple roll cage and wheels, Biggity printed tires. Moving on to Biggity Customs Northern Nightmare. Now this thing silver chassis with red roll cage and wheels, Biggity printed tires. Moving on to Biggity Customs Blue Thunder. Now this thing silver chassis with blue roll cage and wheels, Biggity printed tires. Moving on to Biggity Customs Time Flies. Now this thing silver chassis and roll cage with black wheels, Biggity printed tires. Moving on to Biggity Customs Lucas Stabilizer. Now this thing black chassis and roll cage with silver wheels, Biggity printed tires. Moving on to Biggity Customs, the BKT pickup truck. Now this thing silver chassis with green roll cage and wheels, Biggity printed tires. Moving on to Biggity Customs Wolf's Head. Now this thing silver chassis with brown roll cage, black wheels, Biggity printed tires. Moving on to Biggity Customs Max D. Now this thing silver chassis with yellow roll cage, black wheels, Biggity printed tires. Moving on to Biggity Customs Calavera. Now this thing silver chassis with pink roll cage, black wheels, Biggity printed tires. Moving on to Biggity Customs Scooby-Doo. Now this thing silver chassis with golden roll cage, black wheels, Biggity printed tires. Moving on to Biggity Customs Soldier Fortune. Now this thing. Silver chassis with army green roll cage and wheels, Biggity printed tires. Moving on to Biggity Custom Zombie. Now this thing. Maroon chassis with white roll cage and wheels, Biggity printed tires. Moving on to Biggity Customs Megalodon. Now this thing. Silver chassis and roll cage with black wheels, Biggity printed tires. Moving on to Biggity Customs, the Collection of Champions Gravedigger. Now this thing. Silver chassis and wheels with green roll cage with black muffler, Biggity printed tires. Moving on to Biggity Customs, the Collection of Champions Son of a Digger. Now this thing. Silver chassis and wheels with blue roll cage with black muffler, Biggity printed tires. Moving on to Biggity Customs, the Collection of Champions El Toro Loco. Now this thing. Silver chassis with red roll cage with chrome muffler, orange wheels, Biggity printed tires. Moving on to Biggity Customs, the Collection of Champions, the Grey Clips Mohawk Warrior. Now this thing. Silver chassis with purple roll cage and wheels with gray muffler, Biggity printed tires. Moving on to Biggity Customs, the Collection of Champions Velociraptor. Now this thing. Silver chassis with black roll cage with chrome muffler, blue wheels, Biggity printed tires. Moving on to Biggity Customs, the Collection of Champions Dragon. Now this thing. Silver chassis with black roll cage with chrome muffler, orange shocks, got green wheels, Biggity printed tires. And now, moving on to the original Gravedigger. Now this thing. Silver chassis with black roll cage and tires with yellow wheels. Moving on to Gravedigger the Legend. Now this thing, everything is all black except the wheels are gray. Moving on to the Retro Gravedigger. Now this thing, silver chassis, black chassis and wheels with green roll cage and tires. Green roll cage and wheels. Moving on to the Gravedigger 7. Now this thing, silver chassis and wheels with green roll cage flotation tires. Moving on to the Green Ghost Gravedigger. Now this thing, also a black silver chassis wheels with green roll cage flotation tires. Moving on to the green Nitro Neon Gravedigger. Now this thing, everything is all green except the wheels are white. Moving on to the blue Nitro Neon Son of a Digger. Now this thing, everything is all blue except the wheels are white. Moving on to the yellow Charge Crusher Nitro Neon Earthshaker. Now this thing, everything is all yellow except the roll cage is black and the wheels are white. Moving on to the pink Nitro Neon Calavera. Everything is all pink except the roll cage is all black. Moving on to the teal Nitro Neon Blue Thunder. Now this thing, teal chassis and wheels with brown roll cage and tires. Moving on to Custom Origins Gravedigger. Now this thing, yellow chassis, orange chassis and wheels with maroon roll cage with yellow tires. Moving on to the 2024 Green Max T. Now this thing, silver chassis, green chassis and wheels with black roll cage with yellow tires. Moving on to the 2024 Orange Max T. Now this thing, orange chassis and wheels with black roll cage with yellow tires. Moving on to the orange Nitro Neon Max T. Everything is all orange except the roll cage is black. Moving on to the yellow Nitro Neon Max T. Now this thing, silver chassis with yellow roll cage and tires with black wheels. Moving on to the green Nitro Neon Max T. Now this thing, silver chassis with green roll cage and tires with black wheels. Moving on to the purple Nitro Neon Maxi. Now this thing, everything is all purple except the roll cage is black. Moving on to Custom Elementals Trucks Gravedigger. Now this thing, purple chassis with black roll cage with green and yellow wheels on the left and orange and red wheels on the right with blue tires. Moving on, last but not least, to custom phased out Son of a Digger. Now this thing, white chassis with black roll cage with two red wheels, one black wheel and one white wheel, two white tires and two black tires. And that'll be it. Make sure you like, subscribe. We're also turning the notifications to my YouTube page, Parker Wilson's Blinkin' Amigos. See y'all later. Goodbye. This is a bin of all the parts of Spare.